Okay. Hopefully Lee is going to get the link over like right now. You guys are going to laugh when you find out like why the speaker wasn't working. Let's do this. Ba-ba-ba-da. Okay, there we go. Share. Hi guys, you found me. Yeah, you're I did something that I hadn't done in a really long time, and I actually wanted to share it with you guys because I felt like it was a big epiphany moment about like parts in our journey when we're healing from something. But that fantastic thing totally messed with the sound. Let me get this up on the community page, which I promised I would do. Create a post. Thank you all for being patient. Okay. I was saying before, you know, it's funny because Nicole and I had this conversation earlier today. There we go. Let's do the whole chat. There we go. So Nicole and I were chatting last night, and she said something about bloopers. And at first I was like, oh shit, did I like leave in a piece of the video because that was recorded, that like where it says like recording, you know, now recording or something. And then I realized, no, she just means me because, you know, nothing is perfect. And so this is your lesson all to, just start. Don't wait till you think that you look like somebody else or the production value or anything else, because I have all my fancy. You want to know what happened today? I decided, you guys probably saw me holding this up going, what the hell is she saying? Hi, Temperance. Oh, welcome to the Evolutionary Members Club. And also welcome, Doretha. So I had this mic for a while and I thought I would be fancy. Ta-da. Be like, you know, professional sounding, and it wouldn't work. And then even after I took it out, nothing still worked, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So no, don't do that. Okay, so I'm like, what is going on, and why do I sound like Charlie Brown's teacher? So let me just share this with you. I had an epiphany this morning. Now, Venus has finally left my 12th house, like as of yesterday. It is in my first house, and my Jupiter trines my Mercury on my MC. All of that being said, is that I have not really been putting effort into myself. And then also, I think we all have this thing where if we've ever oscillated between like what happened when no one found us attractive and how that, you know, I will always say deep down, I am the little girl that sat at the lunch table in 8th grade and people threw garbage at me and told me how ugly I was. And that's it built character. But then, when I started getting attention when I got older, it was really, really weird for me. And also I didn't find that attention ever led to anything really great. It didn't help me anywhere. And, you know, I don't like that when I am a few pounds thinner or I look better. I get more views on someplace like TikTok or Instagram or whatever. So I've been doing this whole like, this is me and you have to be raw and transparent. And that's all great. And so now I'm in this place where I'm finding like, I don't want to be what my abhorrence. I don't want to be somebody who's all facade, who's all icing, right? I'm all about the cake and the inside. And I so genuinely feel that about all of you. And I want you to all appreciate the inside, right, of yourselves. And so, but this morning, last night, I did my nails. And this morning, I thought I'm going to take the extra time to blow out my hair because we had the extra hour. And I turned on my little speaker, my little, the Bluetooth speaker. And I was jamming out in the shower and I was getting ready and I was like pumping. I was being my own hype man and this music. And I was like, this is what I missed. This is what I missed about going out weekends with my girlfriends. This is what I missed about having a career before where I had to get all ready. It wasn't about what other people perceived me to look like. It was the hype session. It was the hype session I gave myself. And I missed that. And I couldn't wait to come on here and share that with you. Like, look and examine like what your routines used to be when you felt really good about yourself. Maybe it wasn't the actual act of putting makeup or doing your hair, blow drying your hair, or picking on an outfit. Maybe it was the music blasting. Maybe it was the hype session, the endorphin, the serotonin, right? That is what you're missing a little. That is the piece that made you feel like magic, that put the pep in your step when you went out. And I have not done that for myself in a minute, like a long, I cannot remember the last time I blasted music. And I have officially become a Swiftie because it seems like all of her new Taylor's versions are speaking to my life currently. And so anyway, I'm blasting like it's me, I'm the problem, it's me and everything else. Guess what? Technical genius forgot to turn off the fucking Bluetooth speaker before she went live. That's what it was. It was the tiny little Bluetooth speaker that I was jamming out to in the bathroom, hyping myself up to come on here and completely fumble. Universe is like, you better come down, girl. Let me humble you. And I always feel like that. I feel like universe is always like, she's kind of smart. She's a little bit of a know-it-all. Make sure you keep her humble so she's not a monster. So I hyped myself up. I love the way my hair came out. I didn't even spend that much time with my makeup. I just felt good. And then I came on here and it quick humbled my ass. Simmer down now. Oh my God. Today's transparency moment with Suzzy. Yeah. And I could not figure it out. I'm like, I unplugged the damn $200 microphone that I got like 3 years ago that I never used. I did all the things. Like, why are you all talking about some kind of humming? And then all of a sudden, I went to drink my water. I looked down and there's the speaker. Okay. But really, we talk about like glamour magic and that could be that's genderless, right? But like, the magic I missed was in the serotonin. Was it all that oxytocin, endorphin rush of dancing around in your robe, with your highlight and your contour setting while you're blow drying your hair and singing at the top of your lungs. We are in an age of authenticity, and that's so important. And I know that if you're in my community, you've probably been on some kind of social media and been scrolling, and really the first couple of words of what somebody was saying caught you. But then after another minute, maybe it only took a couple of seconds, you're like, I smell bullshit. And there's something about that person that doesn't feel authentic, right? I have never wanted to use any kind of my anatomy to be the thing for the reason I got views. That I'm quite the opposite, right? So like, I'm having this own internal struggle with like, if I try to look nice, am I being fake? Shawty need a little serotonin. That's my girl. That's my mini me. That's right. Shawty need a little serotonin. If you know the original video on TikTok. Anyway, but you know, we then, once we spot the inauthenticity in somebody else, it becomes like this inner battle that we don't ever want to be that, right? You don't want to be that. But feeling good about yourself is humanity. Vanity is ruling your priorities on your aesthetics and judging others on their aesthetic. That's vanity, right? Humanity is just feeling good, feeling happy about about who you're presenting to you. And everybody else is going to perceive it. Listen, I mean, we can talk about two different celebrities. I'm not a Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa kind of girl. I'm not, right? So like Channing Tatum, I think he's hilarious. He's probably a really nice guy. I literally had somebody unfriend me once on Facebook because I said he's a little bit of a butterface, which isn't nice. I was trying to be funny. This is old me. But anyway, I'm just saying. Hi, Doretha, and thank you for being a member. I said thank you before, but I'm very sure you didn't hear me. But the point is like, it's not even so like you could do everything that you could do. Everything that you could do to try to present in a conventionally attractive, and somebody still won't find you attractive. So it's never about how other people are going to perceive us. It's about us, what makes us feel good. But also don't discount that hype, that pre-gaming hype. I used to have a salon, and every once in a while I'll see a memory where it's one of the girls, and before we went to a Halloween party, before we went to a big, like a premiere party for the magazine that I used to work with, or anything, we would pre-game at the salon. That was like the biggest luxury ever, to have a whole salon to pre-game. And we would blast the music. The salon was closed. My salon, my rules. We blast the music, have snacks. We weren't pre-gaming alcohol-wise. We were pre-gaming and it wasn't just the pixie dust. It was the vibes. So, I mean, just take that message. It seems to be a bigger message than because of that speaker humbling me real quick. But whatever that is, I mean, when's the last time you dance around in a towel with another towel on your hair with the brush as a microphone dancing around the bathroom? Isn't that inner child work? Woo! Okay, that's done. That's all I came here to say. Bye. Just kidding. Just kidding. Next time, I'll try the big... I was like, maybe universe is like, why are you trying to be fancy with that microphone, bish? You not fancy? Like, that all went... You know, and things can take a left turn at Albuquerque, right? We make plans and universe laughs. But like, what a beautiful thing that happened. Because one, I hope I encouraged at least one person that thinks that they're not perfect enough or ready enough or technologically ready or don't have the right equipment enough to start something. Just go start. There are 20 people watching me act a fool right now and being ridiculous and sharing the most little things that are happening to me as like soul journey epiphanies. People will listen to what you want to say and what you have to say. Okay. Hi, Tina. Hi, Juan. I'll do all my highs like the romper room lady. I think we're starting with Libra today because we left off at Virgo last time. when Nicole said, like I come with my own built-in blooper roll, just as I speak. This is the Ciro Marchetti Tarot Royale, and then there's one that's like the Grand Royale that I have. I don't have a lot of his stuff. I would like him to be a tiny bit more inclusive in his artwork. That's just me. So I fell in love with his decks watching other people use them and purchase them in the very, very beginning. These are old. I don't know if you could tell. They're like old. But I just started to get into that. If you are at level 2 or level 3, the poll is up to pick the theme of the November Zooms. And I'm so glad I'm doing the polls, because you know what? I was wrong. What I thought you would all pick for like the extended tarot read. Nope. You picked different things than I thought you would pick. And you're even picking different things that I thought you would pick also. Hi, Sophie. You're picking different things than I thought you would pick for. Hi, Kamal. You're picking different things for the private Zoom membership parties too. So, oh my God, can you imagine us in a private Zoom? We're going to have so much fun. Everybody wear Depends, because we're going to pee our pants laughing. I'm absolutely positive of it. I'm having a little, I do a little giveaway at the end. Kamal. Okay. All right, let's start with Libra. What a way to start. What a way to start. Could one lovely person, I'm sure somebody already has, but could somebody go on the real comments on the old broadcast? Because that's probably up. And just leave a message that this is where we are. You could probably share the share link. I would be so appreciative. I mean, it's on the community page, but other people might be going to the original instead of the community page, which makes sense. Okay. Oh. Libra, we have, let me show you the cards. Thank you, Lee. I will feed you today. Okay, so this is how they came out. Okay. So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. This feels really similar to one of the water sign readings. I'm pretty sure. But there's something that you've been defending, protecting. So like it could be a person, a relationship. It feels like you might have chosen something. It feels like job. But it could be a person, but you chose what you thought everybody else would advise you to do at some point, or you chose something that people advised you not to do. It's one or the other. And after a while, it stopped becoming about like whether you really wanted that thing or whether it was just prove everybody wrong time. You're taking your defenses down about that, which is really great because that's going to allow for change. And Libra's got a ton of energies going on right now. Like we're in Scorpio season. But but we still have, sorry, I was just reading a comment. We still have that Pluto in Capricorn, so that's squaring our later Libra placements. But listen, Nine of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. When the Wheel of Fortune is on my table, and you probably all heard me talk about this unless you're brand new, but that wheel is yours to turn. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that, like, we have more sovereignty over ourselves than sometimes we feel like. We feel like we're stuck. I'm stuck at this job. I'm stuck in this relationship. I'm stuck at this house. I'm stuck, right? And some of it is just conditional, and that can feel really, it can feel really hard. I'm trying to be diplomatic. There's a certain portion of you who are kind of attached to the story of, you know, all the things that are getting in your way. And because that's where you're putting your focus on, it kind of did make you feel stuck. I see that changing. With this Nine of Wands in reverse, you're for sure letting the good things in. You are for sure not, this is my decision and I'm not gonna, you can almost trap yourself, and this is a human condition, this is not at Libras, but we can all look back at a time where possibly we've trapped ourselves in a relationship or a situation because we were just trying to prove everybody wrong when they told us that's a bad decision. Which is why you should not tell people unless they ask you if something is a bad decision. Because what you are doing is putting crazy glue between somebody you care about and the bad situation. Because now they did not hear, that's not a good person for you, that's not a good situation. What they heard is, you're dumb and you make bad choices. So now it's not like I'm picking this person, I'm picking this situation over your sage advice. This is, I'm defending myself. This is defending. This is, so there is something that you're allowing yourself to be less defensive about. It feels like for a few of you, it's because whoever was like, that's a bad decision, is not really in your life as much anymore. Or you've healed some stuff around them and you, and so you've healed some stuff for yourself. So you're allowing that to just go. And I love that for you. The Wheel of Fortune means you have the choice. So I'm thinking of somebody recent, not my somebody, it's somebody else's somebody. And there's somebody who's going to get what I'm saying right now. Who, like, their whole personality is how they're always being done wrong. You know, that can be, now that person is an extreme, like, Olympic medalist at it. And it's also how some people invite empaths into their life by telling them your very sad story. And particularly, like, water signs, Aquarius, Virgo will come in and try to help you because they can fix that for you. But they're really stuck to this. They're stuck to the story because if somebody comes along and fixes everything for them, then at some point they're going to have to face, not that they don't want to be better, not that they don't want to be successful, but that they want to take out any option where they fail. The failing is too hard. It's easier to tell your sad story about how you've been done wrong than it is to take a chance and then also have to take responsibility of how that goes and prove, you know, my mom used to say, better to be thought a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt. Now, I think that's very oppressive language, if I'm being honest. But, and it's not just oppressive to other people to encourage them to but it's oppressive to ourselves. That's how she grew up. I'm not judging her. That's how she grew up. And then she got a kid that was like, rah, 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 and another thing. So, you know, that didn't, that was said to me a lot and I didn't listen. But for some people, it's better that they be thought that the world is against them, and that's the why behind why they're not happy, why they're not where they want to be, than when they feel like if they try and they don't get it right, then everybody will be right about them. And it's better for them to be in the position of the why being because everyone else has gotten in the way of it than because they're not good at that thing. And here's the secret. No one's good at anything right away. It takes time. Sure, you have like natural singers and stuff like that, but look at Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson could not sing. She could sing. She blew all the judges away on American Idol, that first audition. We've all seen the video, but that's nothing compared to what she's doing now. You know, I don't like to be generalized and talk about Libras and people pleasing, but there's something here. It's not really people pleasing. It's like not giving people ammunition. As you are being so fucking brave, Libra moons, Libra, and this is if you have 7th house placements, as you are being so brave and you're letting the defenses come down, you're coming out of warrior mode, you're letting things come in and out. This Wheel of Fortune is on the table because it can change. And we have the Page of Pentacles coming in. Libra, there's going to be a message. Something's starting new for you. I mean, you have the South Node running through your placements. So the later degrees of Libra right now have had Pluto and the South Node. Pluto squaring and squaring those nodes, and the South Node conjunct your placements. Can feel like chaos. There's something new coming in, but it's not going to be like, here's $100,000. Here's the person of your dreams and they're ready to marry you. It's going to be something that's going to be a journey, but it's also going to release you from feeling stuck someplace else and feeling defensive about how you got stuck. This Page of Pentacles, we have the Peacock here. This, you know, it's always a message. It's always, the pages are starts, they're messages. When you become less defensive about looking like you're starting all over, I started all over at 50. Don't attach an age to it. Don't attach anything. When you're not as defensive of what it looks like if you start all over, that you were wrong about something else, it's mind-blowing what's coming your way, Libra, honestly. I know this is just a Page of Pentacles, but it's not a humble Page of Pentacles. This deck, maybe that's why I chose this deck to do Libra, but this deck is opulent. This leads someplace. It feels like something that develops probably slowly as the nodes leave Libra, but it feels like something that develops to be incredible. And yes, for some of you, it's a relationship. I don't like to like promise things, there's a few of you that this is life-changing, like money as far as what you're doing. Life-changing. There's going to be a poll going out to the Nerd Club members about times for the Zoom parties, and there's going to be a poll going out. Also, like, do we want to have, because it's private Zoom, we can have, I want you to give me your suggestions for, like, playlist stuff. It's a private Zoom. We can do whatever we want. Also, later tonight, Lee and I will be making a tutorial for the Discord page for the 24/7 chat group because the poll said, yes, it's overwhelming. We need a tutorial. Also, it feels like, it might have been an automatic setting so people can't, like, spam, but I don't care about that, and it's not really a problem in the chat group. But you might have had your messaging thing on slow mode. I know Discord's all new. If you hop in the Discord, if you scroll up, I put actual pictures of how you can fix that. Yeah. 7th house stellium will do to be, if you have a lot of planets in the 7th house. I've got one thing in Libra, that's it. But I've got 3 things in the 7th house. Okay. Scorpio. It's funny, I feel like I used this deck for you yesterday. Was it yesterday? Like the extended reading? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Things might be getting a little spicy for Scorpio. You know what song I hear? Do you know it's like a TikTok going around, but you know that sound of like, I don't want no one fucking with me in these streets. Like, that's the whole vibe of this card, Scorpio. This King of Swords is so wise, so beautiful, right? There's 2 King of Swords. This is the male presenting king in this deck. With that bird over, like, it sees the truth that's not even in front of it. Very Scorpio. The words don't need to be coming out of your mouth while you're standing in front of a Scorpio placement or an 8th house placement for them to actually see the other truth. Let me explain this card. This bird can fly around and knows what's going on without it having to be right in front of its face. It's upside down. When the King of Swords is upside down, he's had enough. When the King of Swords is upside down, they're no longer using our nice words. You know, enter at your own risk. Piss the Scorpio off at your own risk. Scorpio, this is either you or it's somebody else in your life, but somebody has taken off the gloves. What's interesting is when we have such clairvoyance, when we have such sight, when we have such understanding of truth, whether it's being handed to us or not, and it's in reverse, there's miscommunication here. There are harsh words. Yes, Scorpios can use very, very nice words. Like, honestly, one of my most favorite people in the world is a Scorpio, and that Scorpio makes me feel seen and, like, will say 3 words that'll heal something for me. Not even trying. So yes, Scorpios can use nice words. We have the Wheel of Fortune again. This is, you know, this might just be because the collective is such a hot mess right now. Like the collective, global, mundane astrology is a mess. So, we might see more than one Wheel of Fortune. Now, Wheel of Fortune in reverse doesn't mean your fortune is going away. It means there's a new way. And it means it probably hasn't been what it used to be, or it's not enough. And in today's world, it would make sense that it's just not what was like what you needed to like safely live is not. You need more now, right? Because of inflation or whatever. Again, we're looking at change. It's in the extended content, but in the extended content yesterday, very briefly, that Scorpio reading was, and if you're, anybody at any level gets the extended content, but it's a pickle of a life journey to be a fixed sign. That feels very careful about who they let in, and also being here all about transformation. That's why there's trust things with Scorpio, right? Because everything has to like burn down and build up, burn down and build up. Well, after everything burns down a couple of times, how are you supposed to trust people, right? And so you don't let anybody into that inner sanctum. I think I talked about in the regular Scorpio, the water signs, that's just for everybody, all subscribers or non-subscribers even, that like the first way a Scorpio will punish you is that they will take away the depths of where they let you in. Not only have they taken it away here, but like it almost feels like cathartic. You know, I'm going to encourage everybody to like, you know, be above and use, you can wound and use big words and not attack things about somebody you shouldn't attack. But it also feels like this is cathartic. It also feels like you're coming unstuck. But I've been saying that about Scorpio for a while. And you just finished your eclipses. You just finished your, the nodes. And so Page of Swords in reverse. I keep getting the same thing for Scorpio in all the readings lately, which is, and if you don't know, on Wednesdays, I do the elemental reading. So I do a separate, I don't just do water signs as a general reading. I do all the water signs on Wednesday. And then the next week is all the air. I go backwards. It ends with fire. So this is the third Scorpio reading I've done in a week. You really don't care anymore. It's like, this is the cathartic thing that you need to have out. I feel like if you don't say it anymore, like if you don't say it, you're going to hang on to it. What was the, you say sorry just because Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. You live like that, you live with ghosts. That's what this feels like, and I just got chills. I feel like that's what Scorpio's trying to say. Like, you're saying sorry just because Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes, and you go live with your ghosts. I'm not. I'm going to say all the things. I'm not living with ghosts. And if they don't come out nice, they don't come out nice. I just feel like that last eclipse was kind of big for Scorpio. This in reverse just means I don't think... I think you spent some time, Scorpio, being really mad at this person and kind of knowing that they didn't deserve that to the depths of your soul, part of your Scorpio heart, your person. And you know they don't deserve it, but you still may have looked online to see who they were talking to or who was flirting with them or whatever. I think even that, I just think you're done. And if you're not, this is sure as hell universe. Like, you have the choice to turn that Wheel of Fortune like this. It's a wheel. It moves. It spins. I think you just have to like kind of, I don't want to call it cathartic rage because I just mean words. And even that, those can hurt. But being the better person, because, and again, there's a vibe here of being the better person, because if you're not, everybody's gonna go, ha ha, see, look, we always knew you were bad. So there's letting it out. It will change. It'll change everything for you, but I think you're really done, Scorpio. I mean, this feels like they were planting things in their social media because they knew you would look. Scorpio's the detective. They knew you would look. So they purposely planted things to wound you, but not enough so that you could say, see what you're doing? Just enough to like gaslight you and wound you a little bit. If you haven't already stopped looking at their stuff, stop looking at their stuff. And you're allowed to have your cathartic say. Maybe you write it down instead of like yell it so that there can't be anybody like recording you. Because I feel like that might be an issue with this. Sagittarius. And we're going to use, I love this deck from Annika. Interesting, Shauna. Okay. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. You say sorry just because band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You live like that, live a ghost. Aw. Yeah, be your own hype man. That's everybody's homework. And I want you to come back to the chat next Sunday and tell me, did you sing in the bathroom? In your robe? In your towel? Did you blast music? Even if it has to be earbuds. Earbuds are dogs that play ball, I think. All right. Hence the temperance name in your name. Okay, so let's get Sag's reading on the table. Hungry. So Gemini and third house, let me know where your Gemini sun is. Gemini I do really in depth instead of like quick, Maria, and welcome. So Gemini was 2 weeks ago on a Sunday. It was October 22nd was the Gemini reading. And then I'll be doing this Wednesday. I'll be doing really in depth Gemini reading in the air signs. These are just like our energy check-ins. So there's like 2 a month. And last Sunday I just didn't do one because I spent like 8 hours between 2 days doing live chart readings. Okay. She's got, I want to say she's got Scorpio Mercury. I believe she's a Sag with Scorpio Mercury, but somebody can check me on that. Okay. Another Page of Pentacles. A lot of pages. Page of Pentacles. That's in reverse. Then we have the Moon in the upright and the Knight of Wands in the upright for Sag. Sagittarius. Look at that card. Do you see? Okay, there's the big moon with their eyes open at the top, and see the way something is coming out of the mouth. I think somebody is going to tell you, or you're going to find out that somebody has like brown chicken, brown cow feelings for you. That means they want you. I'm referring to sexy time for anyone that's new. Hi, Teresa, and doesn't know what the brown chicken, brown cow is. Brown chicken, brown cow. That's what that is. Ninth house placements, Sagittarius placements. And if you have Jupiter, I keep forgetting to say this. If you have Pluto on the ascendant, the Scorpio reading may have resonated. If you have Venus near your ascendant, the Libra reading may have resonated. If you have Jupiter near your ascendant, but you don't have Sag placements and you don't have anything in the ninth house, this could still resonate. Yeah, somebody's been... I can't tell if somebody's just going to come out and tell you, or you're going to find out. And the other thing is, this is not somebody that like you see that you could have like a future with. And I don't even feel like it's somebody that you would have thought of as like, hubba hubba, how you doing? I don't feel like that. I feel like this is all of a sudden revealed. And it's going to hit you in your sacral chakra. And if it's not a person, look at the Knight of Wands with the crown. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that crown? Right in the Scorpio parts. This is big sacral chakra, Knight of Wands. I don't think that you even thought this person was attractive or anyone you could have. Hi, Flower Beauty. I don't think this is anyone that you thought that you could have even had anything with or would have been like attracted to in that way. I don't think this person is like your match in some ways. I'm telling you, Sag, if this isn't like a person for you, like if you're happily situated, this is a part of you that's about to be awakened, revealed, awakened, and it's going to like, Stan got their groove back, Stella got their groove back. And it's coming out of the place you least expected it. It's coming out of the place you least expected it. And this could be coming after you just feel like, I'm going through the motions. I'm not unhappy, a little dead inside. Like, it's not how I prefer to be. Party on the outside, kind of like not feeling it on the inside. This is also 7th through 12th house. And this is also... These readings are if you have Pluto on the ascendant, Venus on the ascendant, Jupiter on the ascendant, Saturn near your ascendant, Uranus near your ascendant, or Neptune near your ascendant. So it covers all that. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th houses, Libra through Pisces, and also all of those planets anywhere near your ascendant. There's information coming out. Oh, there's the full moon at the end of this month. Sag. There's a full moon in Gemini opposing the sun and opposing Mars. Spicy, spicy. Mars and Sag is sexy, sexy. Also could be like, you know, big fights over ideologies and belief systems, which we're literally seeing playing out right now. But that full moon, ooh, you may have to wait for this for the end of the month. That I'm telling you, somebody has the hots for you, thinks you're out of their league, doesn't say it to you. There's going to be a conversation, and all of a sudden, or somebody's going to breathe life into you. Somebody's going to breathe life into you where you felt dormant. And I promise you, it is not coming where you think it's coming from. A business idea, a person, and this could just be like brown chicken, brown cow too for some of you. But there's like a business idea, something is coming to you as an idea, but as a reveal. Like it's already happening and you're just not aware of it. Gosh, does it turn up the heat for you? Does it turn up the flame? I'm just reading the comments. I kind of want to pull a fourth card for Sag. I kind of want to pull a fourth card. Sag can be hella psychic. But Sag also wants to see the good in everybody. And still, I don't think you're going to see this coming. It's not who you think it is. I can feel you're thinking like, oh my God, is it that person? It's not. Like, you will not see this coming. Okay. This is somebody you've known a really long time. This is somebody you've known a really long time. Or this idea, this breathing back life into you, this business idea, whatever it is. This is something you thought of a long time ago and just put it aside. Or this is somebody you have known for a long time and just never, ever thought of. It's going to spice everything up. I cannot wait to talk to Sages in December and January. Because holy cow. Lee, are you making coffee or do I just smell coffee in my brain? I don't know. Any sign can be Sagic. Any sign can be psychic. its placements, really, and its development of those placements. Some just have availability to their gifts a little easier. And also Sag, I find, tends towards clairvoyance. They see things. Like they get pictures. Okay. We're on Capricorn. Another ace. So many aces or so many starts, like new beginnings here. We have the Ace of Wands in the upright, the World in reverse, but the World also, come on. I just thought I smelled it. Cap. Okay, there you go. That took a lot, and it's a page. Every reading has a page in it. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, the World in reverse, and we have, again, the Page of Swords here. Only Scorpio's was in reverse. This is the Muse deck, so it's inspiration is Wands and voices is Swords. This Ace of Wands, this is often also just Ace of Wands can be Kundalini awakening. It can just be like that thing that makes you straighten up and think like, why am I not sitting that energy, or why, it's usually a message, and normally the aces have a hand with like a smoke or cloud around it because it's from the universe. This one is Wands, but it's growing something. How it comes in through, let's say, the sacral chakra, but that is also where we have creativity. That is also where we have sacral chakra is not just, it's sexy time. Sacral chakra is about waking us up, and it's also where we have our creativity. Capricorn is good at repetitive. They don't mind. Like Capricorn Mars can do the same thing again and again. And like where it would drive somebody else crazy, it's easy for them, and it's because it's steady. It's steady climbing, and the thing is when the task is done. So like the what other people could see as monotony, they're finding the goal. To them, it's another one's gone, I'm closer to the goal. Another one's gone, closer to the goal. Another one's gone, closer to the goal. That makes sense? Where for everybody else, it was like, oh my God, if I do one of these, I'm going to stab myself in the eye. Capricorn is really good at that steady work to get to the goal. Sometimes an Ace of Wands can almost feel like distraction from like their ability to be consistent. Repetitive, consistent behavior is what gets you. Knowing what you want and then being consistent about it. That's what gets you where you want to go. It actually has almost a little less to do than talent. Because you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not consistent about exercising the talent, if you don't know where you want to do, what the goal is, right? And then you can set a new goal. Something is going really well for you, Capricorn, and this almost feels like a distraction of like, this is all going really well. It's building the thing, it's doing the thing, but also, wouldn't you like to set your whole body on fire? Wouldn't you like to like live your life on fire? And Capricorn's like, hell yeah, because you're a cardinal. When the world is upside down, you are on the precipice of closing a very, very, very big chapter. And not even just a chapter. I see the Wheel of Fortune is like, that's a 10, closing a chapter, and this is a 20. 21, it's the end of the... this is like finishing the book. You're so close to the top of that mountain, Capricorn. I know these readings seem big, but when we started doing the readings like this, like 6 signs on a weekend, the readings got really big. You're in your head about what to do, especially with that card. The thing about Capricorn is they can be so visionary. And they'll pave the way. They'll pave the way. There's something here about wanting to do something completely, no one will expect it from you. And you're torn between leaving the thing that is a guarantee, and you're happy and you're good at it. You're not even unhappy. It's almost easy. You're good at it. But you also want to set your body and your life and your brain on fire and set a new goal. I think you're conspiring right now on how to do both. How do you do both? Pulling another card for Capricorn. Capricorn's not big on listening to what everybody else thinks they should do because they know better. They're not really big advice takers. So I don't see this Page of Voices as the Page of Swords. I don't see you looking on the internet for what other people are thinking. What I see here is your own voices of what to do, your own experience. Like, it's Saturnian, right? That gleaned wisdom. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Whatever this is will be enough for you to give back. Whatever this is, this puts you in receiving mode. This is it. Yeah. You know that though, Capricorn. It may turn your world a little upside down, but this is going to allow you to give back. This is going to allow you to only not be in receiving, but in giving mode. If you can find a way to be it feels like this thing doesn't have the structure, though, that what you're doing now. This is your formula. This is what you're doing, and it's working, and it's slow, like it's good, and you like doing that. The thing that's going to set everything on fire, that's going to allow you to like really receive and give, that has less structure. It has less parameters for you to be repetitive, for you to be steady with. But you're going to make your own. Capricorn is traditional, but they can also innovate. They're also cardinal. They're starters. You can create a system so that you can make it conventional, something unconventional. Conventional, because I just feel like that's what's going to work for you. This is also for 10th house placements. It feels like a runaway train, I'm seeing horses, like horses breaking from a carriage and running. That is the fear around this. You're going to make a system to do the unconventional thing. You will. It's big money. This is big money. Yeah, okay. I don't like throwing out the term lightly, generational wealth, but this feels like that you can give. First of all, you can like bequeath this to somebody else. Like you could train somebody else to do this within the family or share this. But it's going to create the decompression about money. Like eventually it can be generational, and generational wealth can be something that next generation can squander if they so choose. But it's going to create it as an opportunity for the next generation, and it's also gonna just create a little security, which is, first, it gives peace of mind. I will die on the hill that Capricorns are also humanitarian. Like they want to help you. They won't, if they're trying to get up that goat, if they're, trying to get up that mountain as a goat, and you're like rocks trying to pull them back into the sea, they're not with that. They're eventually they will, they'll find their way out of your company. But they love a fixer-upper in a person. They love the idea of making people, so they want to make the world better one person at a time, and also like give people systems and give people ways, and you'll be a completely different person in 6 months from being very heavily intertwined with me, because I can do that for you, because I have Saturnian Capricornian wisdom. Okay. Aquarius. I do think that this is, and I don't like to throw that term around. I feel like it's all over TikTok right now, but this thing that can set you on fire feels unstable. Find a way to make it stable, because it is, I do see generational wealth, and not just like the actual money, but the creating things that are already set up for the next people to take the ball and run. Okay. Okay. All right. And then this Wednesday will be air signs, the really big in-depth reading. So more Aquarius, more Libra, and Gemini. And then I will put the poll up for the members, all 3 levels, within an hour after the reading. And then you guys pick which part of each reading you want me to look further into. And then I do another 3 readings. And that is up in the private members only extended content by Friday. So that'll be the schedule every week. Wednesday, there'll be an elemental reading. Within an hour, there'll be a poll. I'll leave the poll up because people are busy. I'm going to leave the poll up a little more than 24 hours So, you know, Wednesday into all of Thursday and possibly Friday morning if it's close neck to neck. And then at some point Friday, you'll have the extended content. That's how we're going to do it. And the polls to pick the subjects of the private Zooms, like whether it's a full moon or a new moon, or whether it's, you know, energy, breath work you can do for yourself, and or tarot readings. I'm going to have another poll out shortly so we can pick December. I want to start getting ahead of time. So we're already in November and picking November. So I want to pick December before we get to November. It's not like we can't know the astrological events that are going to be big in December that we may want to look into. And also, how do you all feel about a Christmas party? That would be like all levels. It would be a Zoom Christmas party with giveaways and stuff like that. But then I could also have like an invite for anybody who's not a member. I don't know. You all let me know what you think about that. All right, Aquarius. Ooh, that was quick. Too many. We have the World again in the upright. Six of Wands in the reverse. Strength. Okay, Aquarius. Something you tried at, you're done trying. It's also a little bit about distraction here, but it feels like you're done with the distraction. Six of Wands in reverse, universe, Eight of Cups, and the Strength in reverse. Show you her strength. This doesn't feel like you are the loser with that Six of Wands in reverse. Aquarius is so good at it is what it is, and not over-signing, overthinking, or having unhealthy attachments. You know this is the change you need. You're going to walk away from the person or the situation. You're going to not like it and do it anyway. If you haven't come to that realization already, Aquarius, this is not you losing. This is a losing situation. This is jumping off a ship that's sinking that has refused all help to do something other than sink. Does that make sense? Where's my... You are... You're doing what you got to do here. It just doesn't feel good. All right, it's my thing, all right? I can do what I want to do. Where's what I'm looking for? My pendulum was here. I'm 1000% positive of it. I have another one. Okay, is that Strength in reverse about, can y'all see? Is that Strength in reverse about Aquarius having second thoughts about what they're leaving, or just that they should not? Okay. Is that Strength in reverse about them having second thoughts after they walk away, or worrying about walking away because of the second thoughts, just having second thoughts. No. Okay. Is this to just give them fair warning that they're gonna get in their feels about this sometime after they walk away? Yeah. You're not wrong, Aquarius. Like, you gave this thing all the love, all the reassurance, all the work, all the good advice. This could be like somebody you were working with and you were like, that's not going to go well if you do it that way. That shortcut is not really a shortcut. If you do that, you might get canceled. Like, I'm trying to tell you and I'm trying to help you, and this person will not take your help. If it's a relationship, you tried to give the love and assurance and everything that you could to this person, and they might just be hell-bent on their own self-destruction and their own way of seeing things. Whatever you do is not right, or whatever you do is not enough. There's a lot of like, it's not enough. Like, and it's reassurance. Like, when is enough reassurance enough? Whoever you were dealing with was kind of sitting in ego from wounds. Right? Doesn't make them a bad person. They're working out of ego based on old wounds. Aquarius, 11th house placements. And if you have Uranus, I'm going to say within 7 degrees of your ascendant on either side, this could probably resonate. Right now, you could be like, I'm done. They won't listen. Whether that's the relationship or the job or the boss or whatever, they won't listen, and I'm done, and this is what it is, and I cannot put my entire existence on hold to playgate somebody that there's no enough for. I think it's going to hit you harder later. It's still not going to be the wrong thing. Make sure you're processing, Aquarius. You're going to kind of get all in your feels later. Part of it, for some of you, that's going to be because you're going to miss what was good about this relationship. And there was something that was like hard to find for you that also was in this relationship or in this work situation. For the others of you, this person is going to be so all over social media, the internet, just making sure that you know that they're kind of like doing all the things that you asked them to do to begin with that they refuse to do, whether that's the job or whatever, but they're just doing it with somebody else. Either way, just let what hit you and process that. This is not, let's just ask. I feel like we have to ask. Okay. Is the 8 of Cups the right choice for Aquarius? 11th house placements, Uranus on the ascendant. Is the 8 of Cups the right choice? Okay. We're getting yes. And you all can see my hand is steady. And my elbow's resting on the table. A lot of change going on. There's nothing wrong with you if you get in your feels later. You're not weak if you get in your feels later. If you feel like you want to reach out, if you feel like you want to have a conversation, if you feel like there was stuff unsaid. You know, sometimes we have to have those conversations just because, you know, it closes the chapter, it closes the book for us. Like, because sometimes their reaction to our honest conversation is not the most mature, and we're like, oh yeah, that's right. Sometimes don't be like, I'm not going to be the one to reach out. I'm not going to be the one to have closure because it makes me look weak. No, it will probably give you whatever you needed to really feel more peaceful about the situation. All right. And last but not least, Pisces. And Pisces, this is your third reading since Wednesday. There was the water signs, and then there was the extended reading from the water signs, and now today. Oh, Teresa, good luck. Yeah, look, when this is over, let me know how you guys feel in the comments. Well, I know Capricorns are usually just in general in tarot, not some of the bigger collective. So our numbers went down during Capricorn, but that just means there's also less people for the drawing. Win-win for the people still hanging out, because we're on Pisces now. All right. Pisces, Pisces. How are you? That full moon, if you're in the beginning of Pisces, that full moon, definitely trined. But, you know, the Sun, the Mars, the Mercury was definitely trining your placements. And Saturn has been trining your placements if you're in the early part of Pisces. And if you're in the later part of Pisces, or even the middle, this new moon in Scorpio is going to be aspecting your placements. This is also if you have Neptune or Jupiter on the ascendant. And this is also for 12th house placements. So Pisces is, and of course Neptune is in Pisces. That goes direct very soon. Why can't I remember what the exact date is? It's soon though. Or, yeah, that goes direct. Okay. Another page. Is it official? Do we have a page in every reading? I think except for the last one. Ooh. High Priestess. I'm using the Good Tarot. Another really old, well-loved deck, if you can't tell. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Very interesting. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Quite honestly, we could read that Page of Cups in reverse two different ways. One, you're no longer accepting. It's funny because the Pisces extended reading, woof, woof. Did anybody here watch that? I think Nicole did. The Page of Cups in reverse can also mean we're not interested in apologies, and also it can mean we're no longer accepting small crumbs. Like we're no longer, especially for Pisces, you're not going to take the tiniest little offering, like nice shoes, and be like, oh my God, of course they love me. And then make that person good because they told you had nice shoes. And that is just something Pisces going through, especially with the Neptune in reverse, in retrograde, and it's been there since June. It'll be there almost 6 months. I think it comes out in December of retrograde. Seeing people and not being able to unsee them for who they really are is necessary, but not fun. And especially for Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune, you know, but also longing to be grounded. I may just be regurgitating things you already know. But Pisces understands It's that 12th house. It kind of has no boundaries, right? It's ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So Neptune by itself is just cotton candy walls, right? It's just out to the ethers. And then you make Jupiter expand it. They understand the vastness of the universe. They understand how universe works better, but also they can feel like their troubles don't amount to a hill of beans compared to, hi Tanya, compared to what other people are going through. They're very aware of what the collective is going through. They're very aware that they're not the only person, that the world doesn't center around them. And then often, because of that, they forget who the fuck they are. And like, may I just say to all my Pisces 12th house placements, and if you've got Neptune and or Jupiter on your ascendant, show them who you are, because that is who you are. I mean, Pisces really is such high priestess energy, especially in that 12th house. And if you have placements in the 12th house, this applies. It's like sometimes it feels like it's hidden from you, or you don't feel like you have access to that kind of like power or that kind of like understanding and knowing and confidence. No longer accepting small, because you understand that like you can be humble without being small. Pisces, you can be humble and lovely and not an egotistical asshole and still not be small and insignificant. You can be lovely and humble and not be insignificant. You matter. You matter. You matter, Pisces. And yes, your stuff is just as important as everyone else's stuff. Pisces will sometimes accept a little less than, because what you do to the least of us, you do to me, right? So the smallest offering is accepted and appreciated. And as a Pisces North Node, I get that. As somebody with some placements in the 12th house, I totally get that. But it doesn't have to be accepted in exchange for you giving and pouring all of your Piscean goodness and help and benefit of the doubt in exchange for that very. You can accept it and say thank you and acknowledge it, but you don't have to accept it in exchange for everything that you are going to give, and you are givers. When you stop accepting like the small, so that, you know, and you'll make people better than they are, or you'll read into their intentions as being as grand as you would intend for someone else. And maybe that little thing that they gave you, that's all that they're capable of for the next 2 years, right? So you not accepting the small as the everything, because that's all you deserve on some level, because you don't. You deserve more. That is going to bring some major healing. It feels tough though. I feel sometimes like when I read for Pisces, there's other signs that would be like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, of course we're not going to accept like somebody to give us $1 and be like, here's my whole home, here's everything I have, thank you for your $1. I know that was really hard for you. Like, of course no one's good. Pisces would. I have a Pisces friend right now, took someone into her home, and the stuff that's going on is crazy. And I'm like, what are you doing? Because your big freaking Pisces heart. Because something nice they did like 20 years ago or whatever. And of course we should help people. Hi, Sam. We should help people. But not in exchange for, here's everything. Let me cut my wrist for you. Pisces value being seen so much. It's 12th house energy. Pisces value being seen, and they want to make sure everybody that they come in contact with feels fully seen and known. You know, if you give a moose a cupcake, or if you give a mouse a cookie, like if you give a Pisces a reason to try to heal you or give you everything or make you feel seen and known, they'll do it because they understand the value of it. 12th house placements understand the value of it. Neptune and Jupiter near the ascendant understand the value of it. You can be kind, right? Without playing small. You can be kind without playing small. You can be a good person without playing small. The motherfucking high priestess, Pisces. That's a big message. Right? No longer giving life to dead situations because you're going to resuscitate it with your love and your goodness. Because that person must be all kinds of wounded because they don't feel seen. I will see them. I will make them feel known. I will make them feel seen. And then they won't have to do any of that stuff anymore. Hi, Ashley. Oof. I know. I'm so happy about that, Samantha. Aw, thank you, Shauna. You can be a really good person and not give away everything. Because you're just trying to, and so often we do this. You'll keep somebody toxic in your life because you feel like nobody else will deal with them, and then they'll be all alone and they'll feel abandoned, and abandonment is your core wound. If you don't feel seen or known, really, you will want to make sure people who come into your space feel seen and known. That's beautiful. Now, also know that you're this incredible soul that doesn't have to take abuse in exchange for feeling that it's not part of the package. You know, I say about cancers, like, cancers love. Cancers love the love they get to give. They are just, because they give love in hope that someone's going to love them back the same way. They fall in love because they are in that vibe. They love the love. They fall in love with when they're feeling all of those love feelings, like this is love, I can feel it in my toes. Like, why am I feeling all this? It's because your own vibration is so full of nurturing and love that you are creating the in love feeling by yourself. You just needed one person to focus on it. You just need one person to focus that love on, and it's enough for the whole world. Of course you're going to feel it. And so they can mistake the actual exchange of feeling in love with just all of that love they're letting loose. And Pisces wants everyone to feel seen and known. But just don't forget that you're her. And being her does not make you a bad person. Don't forget, if you wander into my collective, I promise you, you may have struggled with like the internal personal relationship with power, because people have overpowered you so much that the idea of power is like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to have that much money because then I'll be a rich asshole. I don't want to have that much power because then I'll be a powerful asshole. But you will not use your money that way, and you will not use your power that way. You will use it to empower people. you can accept the power and still be a good person that makes other people feel seen without also taking the abuse that sometimes comes with that. You can have the boundary that it can't include abuse of how you feel seen. Listen, when I did the membership, there's a line, and there's just one thing in that whole entire member form that just says, I'm just not going to do the thing where somebody jumps in and out inside of like 25 days to like get all the new perks again. And I'm rewarding loyalty, right? Every 3 months you get a new chart of whatever kind you want. And you get loyalty rewards at 6 months and a year and every 3 months, right? And so like, I'm going to reward the loyalty. And it's fine if somebody has to drop out and drop back in. But what I think it's fair to say, I'm going to have the boundary of, if you drop in and drop out, you can do that 3 times a year. More than 3 times a year, they're not getting a join perk, right? So like, and it's not for everybody, because sometimes people have to leave and maybe they'll come back. But it's for people who are just intending to abuse the things that I want to reward. And that is just, and that took me a really long time to get there, right? Because I was so afraid how I worded that I would offend anyone or make anyone feel like, oh, if we leave, we can't come back. If like we have a hard month, of course you can, right? But it also starts to build the vibration around me and my own sense of self-love when I'm okay. Oh, welcome, Samantha. When I'm okay with having a loving boundary that also protects the rest of the community. And that's just, I'm encouraging you to like, be generous, be lovely, make people feel seen, make them feel known. And also know that you're that person. You're that incredible soul. Oof, Pisces. Okay. Let's give away a reading. I've been giving away half-an-hour readings lately, so I'm just going to give away one because I'm not doing them. They're like every other. So I just feel like that's good. Samantha, I will send you all your emails. Make sure you watch the welcome video now. For anybody that joined today, so Temperance, Sam, and Doretha, you'll go to, now there'll be a membership tab when you're on my channel, and there's a welcome video. You may have to scroll down because there's been lots of polls and stuff, but it's not the all about the membership. There's the welcome to membership, and please watch that. It explains everything, and it has the link for the Google form and the 24/7 chat room. And we're going to do a tutorial. Lee and I are going to do a tutorial later today and put that up on the members only also. It's very sweet of you to say that I always work everything perfect, but I think the beginning of the first attempted video today, of the first attempted live stream, proves that I am very much not perfect, leaving my jam out, that's what it's called, the jam out speaker connected to my phone. Okay, well, next Sunday will be Aries through, it'll be Aries through Virgo, but it'll also be any placements that you have in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th house. It'll also be if you have Mars, Venus, Mercury, the Sun, the Moon on your, anywhere around your ascendant. So if any of that applies to you, it's just that we go in deeper when we do just the 6 readings. And I don't want to I hated getting to it was 2-3 hours. They were too long, and I'm just not a ricochet rabbit. Okay, I'm going to let you guys use your intuition. And I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to do, let's see, we'll get to whether we do court cards or whichever one goes first, right? We're going to pick a card, but I'm going to either do just court cards or just major arcana. Almost done, and I'm going to give away a whole half an hour reading, not a 15-minute, a half an hour, which I did both. And if you've won in the last couple of months, just let somebody, you can guess if you want to guess just to get your intuition, but then we're going to pass it on to the next person that guesses correctly. That's not enough cards. What do you guys think of a Christmas party? And then I can make it like, I don't know, like $4 or $5 if somebody really wants to get in and they're not a member, just to the Christmas party. And we'll do like giveaways and we'll have games. What do you guys think of a Zoom Christmas? Well, a holiday party. I have to stop saying Christmas party. Holiday party. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. We're almost done here. Christmas party, and I'll make sure I'll make it worth your while. We'll have tons of giveaways and that'll be free with membership, and then maybe I'll just charge a small, especially for people who are going to bother to be a member, then I don't feel like I should charge for other things. That's just me. Okay. I'm going to pick a court card. So that's pages, knights, queens, and kings. I'm not shuffling yet. Did major arcana last time. So we're going to do court cards this time. So close your eyes, take a breath. Think about your pineal gland, which is right here. You can hold your hand like here, but don't put it on your forehead. Hold it, let it hover. Take a breath in, and when you blow out, I want you to think about blowing out through that pineal gland. I know that sounds weird, but just trust me. And do it again, and then I want you to focus in on what card you think is going to come out. Do one more shuffle. This is going to be a king, a queen, a knight, or a page of any of the 4 suits, and whoever guesses first, as long as you haven't won in like the last 3 months. You get a half an hour reading. Okay. I've got my card. It's a court card. It's a court card. We'll see who guesses first, and then you win a free reading, so you can tune into my energy. You know, open it up to all of you for a minute. Nobody has gotten it. Yes. So when you are guessing, I'm going to picture it in my mind again. Nobody has guessed it. And also you can just rule out anything anyone's guessed before you. Up to Tanya, so far, no one has guessed it. I'm trying to make sure I don't hold it. It's completely random. Like, I'm not, like, picking. I didn't pick it. I didn't look and pick. You know, everybody's guessing the Queen of Pentacles because I'm always talking about how much I love her. It's not her. I'll give you that. I'll give you that hint. It's a king, a queen, a knight, or a page. Maricela, unless I look back, and if I do that, I always give out to both. It is the Page of Cups, Page of Emotions in this. I see the Page of Pentacles, and then I think, then another Page of Pentacles, and then, yep, Page of Cups. Denise, so close. Page of Cups for Maricela. All right, so Maricela, you have my email address. You email me, or you can go right on to, I changed my website around a little bit, but if you go, yes, yay you. If you go on my website and you go to the community and free spaces tab, at the bottom, there's the friends and family scheduling. You just go onto there and it will not prompt you for payment for a 30-minute reading. I love to give back, and I often find that when universe kind of picks the winner, it's somebody who could really use the reading. You have an appointment with me soon. It's up to you, honey. You can add it to the reading that you already have, or you could use it as a separate. But giving back had to be part of my platform. That was decided when I decided I was going to do any of this. So, and if I've ever told you to like reach out to me, that's where you can go. You can go on my website to either the Contact Suzzy if you can't figure out the friends and family scheduler, but in the community and free space, it talks about the chats here and like all the places that you can kind of go to get the support, without payment. And for anyone that I've ever donated a session for or said you should like get in touch with me, I don't say you should book a session with me to someone and name them, usually unless I mean it as a donation. I will just say, you know, or you should get in touch with me. If I say that, I'll probably be really specific because I don't like to confuse anybody either. Okay. Thank you, everyone. The timestamps will be up in the next like 15-20 minutes. I will see you all Wednesday for air signs. Members, I'll see you Friday for the extended content. And look in your emails because you should be getting something soon about the date for the Zooms for November. Okay? And I will talk to you all then. I love you. Know you love you. Bye, everyone.